And welcome back to System Shock. And I actually noticed there is no way to actually place messages on map board, which is quite unpleasant. But let's just, in the original one there would be an ambush coming, so let's just take a hit of drugs, prepare, and also make use of the hand grenades to actually go up to the research level and see what kind of things going around in the air. Oh, yep, just what I expected. An ambush of motherfucking mutants. Quoting Isaac Washington from... And because I blew them up. Oh, he was wearing a cap. But he doesn't look too, we could say, healthy. And I do say that it's a quite little gruesome detail that they... What did I just spot? But that what I just spotted was a mutant as it appeared in original System Shock. Well, I guess it's time to, well... make use of Medipatch and swing around. The quick menu is quite convenient, is very, you could say, handy, but it is not perfectly extremely convenient method of doing things. Shot to the back of the head to assassin droid. Give me all your equipment. And I think it might be this phase. Prudent method of approaching would be to circle around the, you could say, the main structure of the level. Lounge. And before that happens, go... Oh. Right. Manual lock. Where do I need to get the power? Is it something that I have to regulate so that there won't be too much of it? Yep, that opened the door. These are quite simplistic, you could say. Well, they are not, you could say... Well... Weaponry box means that there's a quite good amount of bullets and stuff available. But, still wandering over this for... over there. Will you be quiet? I don't want to hear your ramblings, especially knowing that whatever form immortality your rambling is talking about might not be that what something else might be giving. Oh yeah, and enemies don't necessarily give any warning about them coming. There's all kinds of quadrants around here. Experimental station. And a dead mutant. I guess I am not particularly welcome. Shit! In a bad state. Security 1 robot. That was dangerous. Unpleasantly so. Beta Grove. Yep, all the levels seem to follow the basic idea of having a apparently that thing Hello, security room. You are not welcome. Let's put on the... I wonder what... EMP grenades, frag grenades, just the regular stuff. Nothing what you could call very remarkable stuff. Manual, and it's got a manual lock. So there would have to be a method to open it some way. But what would open that door? I know that's the regeneration station of this area, but it ain't much of a, you could say. Well, there's cargo lift, which would allow me to haul stuff between levels. Well, I already... Hello, mutant! That one was stealth head right to the back of the head. Lights and powers. Circuit breakers have a quadrant case of power outage in beta. Well, that might be a little bit of hint where to go. The power has to be turned on. And mutant hiding just out behind the corner, and not unlike quite many 3D shooters, it doesn't give any warning about, yep, it's gonna attack, it's gonna start attacking you right away. But just get some of the extra health from handbooks, quite nice looking stuff, can be scrapped. Audio log. Well, I think he was killed. So, but let's gonna save my little progress around here, because there will be lots of stuff to do around here, and I'm think being methodical and systematic is the way to go. That door's busted. That door is also busted. This place is not busted, but it's got a killbot. This place looks like some sort of conference room or something to use to hold meetings and all that kind of things. Three bullets. calms that thing down.
Cyborg 43S. The current strain of the virus is reaching its toxic perfection. The subjects in the level 6 residential zones have grown tumors as their bodies are purified. With my creation, guard the executive level well. I sense infiltration.
Oh, what I think when it's a matter of, you could say, narrative detail and styling, is the fact that Shodan is sending orders to her minions or cyborgs, whatever word you want to use about them, really enhances the sense of her being actually in control of her things, that she has to give orders to its creations. Lounge. I think I avoid going there yet. There are some of these smaller rooms still. Looks like an airlock or something. Maybe go into the maintenance thing or something. This is a storage room. Well, wanting to be at home in this situation is not sign of weakness, it is sign of your mind, head actually working exactly as it's supposed to be working. There's just junk in here, which can be used to then recycle it into credits, which can then be used to get some alright, those things look yep, not having manual or automatic reload is a gameplay inconvenience that really hammers home that, yep, extended firefights are a bad idea. You have to. It is very likely that you're gonna get panicked once the sense around radar unit. You don't seem to carry anything interesting. This room was basically nothing handy, just some things around here. Oh, and another one of these puzzles. Yep, it's not just the amount of getting enough electricity to where we are going. It's also getting it is matter of getting proper amount of electricity. It's something like 3 to 4 bullets per. Data stick, what it says. UAMC. Yeah. I would understand the reason why.
Second time progress has been lost due to power loss. Heading to Alpha to throw the breaker again. That's if I can find the damn switch with all those robots remodeling the quadrant. When will we reconnect the system to Shodan again?
Well, Shodan has plans of its own. And quite many of those do not involve humans. At least not in state common person would assume.
Cyborg conversion cancelled. Standard station restoration procedures online.
Well, now at least I got the regeneration chamber going on. Which is very good thing. Because if it would not be functioning properly, things would be much more dangerous than they are now. Now I can just run heedlessly into danger, get killed, and run right back towards it. Because yep.
Gas grenades I found are doing work. I just tossed one at a pack of mutant freaks and watched them hit the floor. Give me enough of these, and I'll crush them all.
That might be a gameplay hint that gas grenades cause damage, or better say, gas grenades kill mutants real well. That Citadel Station is quite impressive looking piece of video game architecture. Now, so far it has become it has become apparent that Shodan's plan is to blast Earth to pieces with a giant mining laser. Because that's what villains do. They use giant laser. If they have one. If they don't have one, they're gonna build one. Or if you would be going, they would want to cut the hero up in two with giant laser. Or they say not in giant laser, but industrial laser. which would be something that need to be done with special effects and blowtorch, because regular laser could not do the necessary awe-inspiring. That's a real bad guy with a fancy trickery. But still, you could say that well, things move in space very, very regular pace. That's why you can calculate orbital mechanics and periods and all that. You can calculate orbits way advanced. Just punch in the numbers and things will happen like just as you hoped they would happen, because there's very little interference things in space. So Showdown could basically blast Earth apart with a giant laser, assuming that it would take, you could say, enough of lead, which in space is not alright. This is gonna demand running through these little cubby holes, crawling through these tunnels and vents, trying to find myself. Okay, the hitbox was very generous in that case, because I would have assumed that the fact that I am at the same basically lower level of the beam, basically in the same corridor, would have just zapped me right out of the existence. But apparently they didn't do it like that. They actually made it programmed so that you would have to actually be hit by whatever there is to actually then suffer damage from that attack. Oh, hello there, cyborg assassin. You are stupid. You didn't even know I was there, so I shot your head off. As dangerous as Shodan's creatures are, which is to say, they luckily are not that well educated when matters of initiative and is concerned. Well, oh yeah, there's deadly toxin in here. Wasn't that good idea to come on. These hopper droids are actually very dangerous. Slightly increased. That stuff doesn't work. Give permanent boost to maximum health, which sucks. Well, at least I got a battery. Yeah, logic probe. Those are you could say one of the gameplay convenience help items of the game. You can just plug that in and it's gonna open. You're gonna just patch the logic probe into whatever puzzle you have and kaboom, it's gonna solve it. Very user-friendly thing to have. And I was shot. But now I have the resurrection pod ready. Yeah, brain activity satisfactory. I don't think there's much of brain activity in this person. Oh, but let's just look at the map. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was over there skulking about. Oh well, I guess I save and go back to where I was actually skulking about. And here it is. Just took a little bit of walking back, but here arrived this location room, which I didn't observe previously. But if I look at the map, it's gonna take me, roll me around in here. And I do like this kind of, well, System Shock did not basically try to make just good gameplay levels which would follow each other. It actually tried to basically make a, if not, well, goal of System Shock was to make actually physically plausible feeling science fiction space station. So you know what, Hapa? I'm gonna shoot you dead. And as I'm now have no need to make use of any of my patches and all that, I can be much more stingy about my health item use. That means I can be a cheapskate about their use, because I know there will be more places where I will be needing them way more than I do need them now. And I was shot again. Yep, coming back there again. I was killed. Then I was resurrected. I came back and I killed that which had killed me already. It's, well, it is kind of repetitive cycle of gameplay, but it's quite functional. It gets you results. Well, I found the battery charge location in here. Well, it's still time to, but nothing really, mind-shakingly great in here either. Oh, there's something in their room. And an audio log.
Shodan is pulling so much power to the system that in order to combat the constant power outages we've been experiencing in Beta Quadrant, I had to install manual switches in Alpha. At least now there's a problem with the lights and doors. We can get them working again. Above my pay grade, I know.
Well, but to say Shodan's got a new plans, and because Shodan's got new plans, it needs more. It needs more energy to achieve those plans. Of course, knowing that the regular amount of power demands of Shodan, which most likely came from solar cells and few nuclear energy, nuclear reactors and solar panels, all kinds of things. There most likely was it's very likely that the power requirements of Shodan were actually well known. And the fact that she started to use more than regular amount of energy was likely quite suspicious, but Darcy should know things.
The results from our trials with the nanobots have been extremely encouraging. Their ability to weave just about anything into existence is remarkable. A few more months of study and I think we can safely deploy them to mining operations on Deimos. Once they're there, we'll never have to ship parts again.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Althea, I figured out where the laser is pointed. Earth! If we can contain the energy from the laser somehow, maybe the X-22 from Gamma, would that get the shield generators to full power? What about the overwrites? I have to map this out.
All kinds of things going around in here, but Darcy's office didn't seem to contain much anything of interesting or use, except that, well, possible info on how to disable Shodan's giant earth-killing laser. So let's just look at the map, and yep, I have to. Map looking is, you could say, it is quite prominent part of System Shock because the station is huge. You really don't. It may not be always easy to figure out where you are going. And I am not particularly stingy about my, or better say, worried about my health because of the resurrection part. And because it doesn't suck any of my resources, I can just quite safely just waltz around and get killed by whatever death monster mutant that came into existence. Lots of broken stuff. Broken doors, but nothing really, you could say, remarkable. And central, what is the central control? I wonder how can I get inside? I have to try that one out. I need science access, which I don't have. There would be only few locations that I might even be able to try to get in. because it's manual lock in that one, but that can be most likely opened just on the other side. But this leads forward. And it had a poison in it and it killed me. No matter, I got a resurrection pot completely willing to serve me however I feel like it. And luckily it also maintains my mental info about what is going on, so no problem there at that distance way at all. Just make your own use your own bodies as a improvised little energy shields. That was battery. Doesn't seem to have anything else, but there's cyber implants that can be found. Have quite impressive amount of different abilities that the hacker can get. But I hadn't gone here yet. Maintenance tunnels and all that. And just keeping my save. Very much reminiscent of Alien, except Shodan doesn't have creepy monsters scurrying around the maintenance tunnels. I'm quite certain that Citadel Station might have had lots of these. Medical clamps, hot plates. What's shooting at me? Well, I got at least new access pass. And but that one demands science access, and I only have the engineering access. Is it that kind of coins spray of metal stuff which actually causes me damage? But whoever he was, he had a nice little hideout here, and he died in it. Just like me, but at least now I have some sort of extra access to stomp around the station with. So there was some little amount of progress made in System Shock in this level state, in this episode. Looking at the map, I might see that it might be quite good idea to This one demanded science access. Well, let's just... Non-functional. So much non-functional stuff around this place. It's been bashed to pieces. Which I am quite certain is completely deliberate policy. Well, I think it might be I don't think it might be. I think it is necessary to try to figure out where the hell am I supposed to be going at this stage, because it's quite a limited amount of locations and places that can be accessed. But this one seems to be one of those. So, I will be ending this episode here. There was quite lots of progress. So, see you next time. See ya.